Yeah, as you can see the image, it blows out my mind. Absolutely. I really like this function and it really increased the productivity a lot. So we'll talk about this in this video. Hi, I'm Mohammad Adnan and welcome to my channel Tech 18. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you're new to this channel, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. Basically, this is a requirement that I have a product, list of products, and that product has to go stage by stage, and every stage it has to be in the process, like it has to do, in process, and in finish. So this is the data structure I have just as an example scenario. And what the requirement is, I need to give a traffic signal icon to that. If it is to do, then it has to be this red icon. If it's in process, then it has to be an yellow, and if it is finished, then it has to be in green. So we can achieve this result in multiple ways, that we can create conditional formatting in the DAX, and then we can do this process, right? That's one thing. I'm not going to cover those in this video. I'm going to use the Power Query functions, the custom functions, in order to build this logic. This is just a base scenario that with the help of custom functions, how we can increase our productivity. So let's go into Power BI and see how it can be done. I have imported this Excel file, what we have just shown, into this Power BI. And then what I did is I just added a new conditional column. If you can see this, I added a conditional column that stage 1 icon. If stage 1 equals to do, then I need this. If stage 1 is equal to in process, then this, or else it has to be this, like to do, process, and finished, right? Now you might wonder that how can this be red, yellow, or green, right? Okay, stay tuned for that. So let me zoom this bit and cancel this. After adding to this, I got this column, and this is the result set of it. These are all question mark is the right. So how I got this information is, I just went to the website, this emojis.wiki. There I have searched for the green, red, and yellow circle emojis. And I went to this page and I just need to copy this, and it's copied into my clipboard, and then I can paste it in the conditional formatting. For an example here, if I do so, then it looks like a box here, but at the end, the result is perfectly as expected. If you look at this, the final output, see, you can see the red, yellow, and green icons here. This is awesome, right? Okay, coming back here. So like this, in this example, I have 3 stages. I need to do that. So what if I have more than 10 stages? There are certain processes in the manufacturing industry. I have seen that it has to pass a 10 or 12 stages in order to complete from raw material to the finished product. In that case, it's really a tough job for us, for the developers, to go one by one, each and every column, and do these conditional formatting. For that, there is a way that we can create custom functions in Power Query. The thing is, you just need to right click here on the left side and new query, and then you can add a blank query. By adding to that, you'll get a blank query, and then you can go to advanced editor. So here you can see the default code, which we have covered the basics of Power Query in my previous video. If you haven't seen that, it is a must for you to go and watch that video and then come back here to continue this video, because you need to understand the basics first in order to continue with these processes and clearly understand how and what these things will work. So this is how it is. Let's go back again, and this is the one which I have created already. and clicking on to this and going to advanced editor. So let's go step by step. The first thing is let and then source a variable declaration and equal to open bracket and stage as text. So this is I'm declaring a function here equal to the arrow. This makes the Power Query to understand that we are going to define a function here. And then inside to that, I'm declaring another let and in batch just to calculate inside to that function itself. So let and then a stage icon equal to and then the regular if statement. If stage equal to do, then the red I just copied and pasted from the website like I have shown before, and then else if stage equal to in process, then it's yellow. Else if stage equal to finish, then it is green, or else at the final it's not applicable. So throughout this one, I use this stage is there, right? So stage is basically a parameter I'm going to pass to this function. Okay, source is a variable, and to that I'm going to use the parameter here, and that parameter is going to pass here inside to this, and I'm searching these values of that parameter. It will give you this icon result here, and at the final of this output I need to bring this stage icon here. So I am bringing up stage icon here, and finally as a final output I had to bring this source as here. So basically what I'm saying here is let and declaring a parameter to the function and passing that parameter inside to this calculation, and after that it gives an output here. So this is how we created the function, and once we do so, it just creates, if you look at in the right side, this is a regular query, and this is after creating a function that equal to arrow is the right, that rocket symbol, so that makes this query to convert into function. Okay, after this what we need to do is go back to this table and add column, and then we can add custom column. So here it will bring up a pop-up window. Now I'm going to use stage 2 column demo because I have already created those columns, so I'm giving a new name. So here instead of using all the if else conditions, I can use just one single function, that is stage icon. So what I need to do, stage icon, it brings up this and an open bracket, and what I need to do is I need to pass the column name. So I need to pass the stage 2, close the bracket. Now the syntax returns no error, and click on OK. If you look at this one, a new column has been added here, stage 2 demo column. Now let's close and apply and have a look at the output. So this is stage 2 icon, and let's see how it comes up. If you look at this stage 2 column demo, let me zoom this. If you look at this stage 2 column demo and stage 2 icon, both of them looks similar. Whereas let's go back to Power Query. Here I need to add this much of step by step as a conditional formatting. All those things is not required. It just need a single custom column that I need to call that function and pass that value here. So stage 2 column demo, the column name and function query, and the stage is basically I'm passing a column name, which is a column name here. And you can apply the same logic to each and every column, and this will do this process again and again, row by row, automatically. This is an awesome thing, right? We can automate the process by using the functions in Power Query. So this is one of the best features of Power Query, which you can do by building a custom query. For that, we need to understand the mQuery language first, right? So we are building up this series of videos in order to better understand the Power Query functionality. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.